Hey, what's going on guys? It's T Brazy and welcome to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing with you guys the 1911 versus the Renetti, which is one of the pistols introduced in Season 3 of Modern Warfare. I'm going to be talking about both of the pistols stock and putting them side by side, along with the great attachments that you could run either for Warzone or for multiplayer if you're going for that all gold or the Damascus skin grind. As always, if you're new here to the channel, make sure you hit that little like and subscribe button, and also don't forget to hit that little bell icon to be notified when I post something new. Also, don't forget to check me out on Facebook where I'm streaming daily. Alright, without further ado, let's see how both of these weapons go head to head and how they compare to one another in this week's weapon face-off. We're going to be starting off with the 1911, which you can see in the bottom left corner. It has a great accuracy along with a good amount of range and a great deal of mobility, which is really needed for Warzone. While stock, it does 72 damage to the head, 42 to the chest, and 33 to the limbs, which is a lot if you think about it. If you're running around in shipment or even shoot house, you're definitely going to have an easier time killing people, especially if you're in hardcore. Now, if you're on core or even playing Warzone, it's going to be a little bit different if you don't have any attachments to this gun. The red attachments make this gun very powerful, and it will make your time a lot easier to use it in Warzone or even core multiplayer, even though that's not where people usually use these pistols at. So it's something to think about before you use it. The Renetti looks a little bit different, but not too different, and it also has the same amount of accuracy and mobility and range as the 1911. While stock, it does 72 damage, 42 to the chest, and 35 to the limbs, which is about the same as the 1911. As I mentioned for the 1911, it's similar to this gun, whereas you don't really want to use it for Warzone or multiplayer, core multiplayer, if it's really stock. It does fabulous while you're playing hardcore on any map. I usually choose shipment, but if you're just going to run around in core or Warzone with this, you're not going to get very far, unfortunately, but it does do a great amount of damage. Like I always say, the choice is yours, really. It all depends on where you play it and how you use it, and I personally wouldn't use it in any core game match or Warzone stock, but everybody has their own taste, and I'm sure some people are better with it than other people are. Now, if you put them side by side, you can see how similar they are in reload, fire rate, and ADS. The Renetti has a little better fire rate, while the ADS is a little slower on this. Alright, so for my perfect Warzone loadout for the 1911, I'm always going to equip the akimbo, so you can have two of them. And I'm also going to put in the mono suppressor, the 1911 stalker, the 5 megawatt laser, and the match grade trigger, which is going to add a little bit more damage and range, while also boosting the fire rate. Now, you are going to lose some mobility with that, but if you're running it around, it's going to be easier to see with that 5 megawatt laser. In my opinion, and this is solely my belief, I personally think this is a fabulous gun to run in Warzone. Now, I personally have only run it once, and I've gotten a good amount of kills with it, but I would definitely use this more in a multiplayer match, just because it's a little uncertain sometimes of where you're shooting. You miss more than you hit the bullets, and unfortunately that's with all pistols in Warzone nowadays. Everybody's either running shotgun or M4 or Kilo or AR, so it definitely discourages it a little bit. Now with the Renetti, it's going to be a little bit different, but not too much. I'm still running the akimbo. I'm adding a 27 round mag, the mono suppressor, and a 1 megawatt laser. I usually run a 5 on these anyways, and then the MK3 mod, which does 3 bullets after one trigger, which is amazing if you're using it in multiplayer and especially in Warzone. Now this gun is very different when you're running around in a multiplayer match or even in Warzone, because since you have that MK3 burst mod, you're just running around shooting at everybody, and people sometimes tend to not see where the bullets are coming from because you're firing so rapidly. Nevertheless, we can't forget that this is still a pistol, so you're not going to get the benefits of an SMG, which is, you'll be able to shoot a little farther, but at close range this will act very much like one, or sometimes even better. It won't act better than a shotgun will, but this is definitely getting close to it, and it definitely helps. Now if you put them both together, you can see how they go side by side. The 1911 definitely keeps its ground and control, while the Renetti goes all over the place, but it shoots a lot quicker. Now, if you ask me which one I'd prefer to use, I would definitely say the Renetti. It's a lot better and a lot quicker. It doesn't have that control that we really like for Warzone, but it definitely, at close range, definitely does help a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I wanted to say thank you for everybody who is watching and who will watch the video. Give me a follow, give me a like, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below on next ideas for the next video. Thank you, peace.